Greetings, humanity! I am Jim. I use he, him pronouns, and I am going to try to finish Pools. I do not know if it will be possible. Can one ever truly finish a game like this if its labyrinth has carved its way into your mind? Is it possible? I have no idea. We're going to find out. I hope everyone is doing well. This is, once again, for folks not familiar, a liminal horror game. I say horror. More psychological horror. Sort of surreal game. Meant to be strange and uncomfortable. No monsters, they've said, if they're telling the truth. I haven't run into any yet, but I have run into some very interesting statues. And so that's a thing. That's definitely a thing. So we're going to keep playing this, and we'll see what happens. We are on Chapter 6, Level 6, Part 6, the 6th bit. That's where we are. We're getting very close to the end of whatever this is. We were just in Part 5. We had a situation with where we ended up in this strange sort of simulation of a nuclear neighborhood, sort of with happy music being piped in, and then there was an earthquake, and then we ended up here in a house, or what looked like a house. Just wandering through corridors. And then I think we ended up back in the swimming pool area, because this game is mostly swimming pools. Just so folks are aware. Mostly swimming pools. We shall have words with the city council when we get out of this place. For we feel that they've been doing terrible things with their budget. In this public swimming pool. Here we are. Back here. Yes, I didn't realize that it actually does save where you left off. So we are here. We are fairly early in this level, I think. I don't know how long this will take. This is the last level, I think. Probably. Last one listed. So, we'll see what we can do. I think the trick here is just going to be getting to the other side. Because we push these things along. There are a lot of them. You can just see beneath the surface. In the last level, things did start looking like this a little bit. They had this fleur-de-lis wallpaper. Reminiscent somewhat of the whole backrooms thing. Ah! Tiled ceiling. Abyss. Hey, can we toss one of these things into the abyss, I wonder? It's a thing we've done before, or rather, shot it off of a pool exit. I wonder if that's still possible. Yes, no, no. Oh well. No such luck. I think we might have actually already been there. In that area. That might be a place we just were near. Don't know. I don't recall. Anyway. There's a slide here. I forget where it goes. If it's one that I've seen before. We'll find out. Ah! Oh, much short. Ah! They always deliver us. We're smacking into walls, or in this case, a pillar. I do not think. I suspect that the protagonist here is not alive still, because we've had all manner of. Yeah, been getting smacked around rather a lot. And I mean, entry into level 2 was just a plunge into an abyss. Very long fall that I don't think a person should survive necessarily. Well, I say should. And it's deliberately, you can see it's deliberately skewed that way. There will be a complaint. I will write a strongly worded letter to the city council about this. Anyway. This doesn't look ominous at all. Ah, okay. Back to wooden surroundings. We had steam rooms that kind of looked like this, and other areas. This is another steam room, but a really big one with seats, maybe? Are those seats? I can't tell. Facing us like we're in some kind of medical theater. This is a really big pile of coals. Generating rather a lot of heat right now, presumably. Yeah. This is a cyclopean steam room. Don't normally see those. What manner of being comes in here? You get a little sweating in. I've never actually been to a steam room. I'm aware of them. I've never done it. I wonder. Really relegated to spas and what have you. Okay. I don't think I've seen that area before. You have quite a ways to go, I guess. Can we see down that way? Is that another abyss? We're looking into some room or other over there. There's a light. We can't see anything. Things have become kind of more linear the last couple of levels. Looks familiar, but I am not sure if we've been here before. That one. Maybe, maybe. Who knows? Who knows what's here? I'm guessing there's a chance we might see another pool. Yes, there's one! Oh, 2 ways. 2 ways. I said it was becoming more linear, and the game heard me and decided to say, oh yeah? That's one way to go. I don't know what's where. There's a door here. And I don't know whether it is openable. Before I do anything, because that is a definite change of area, or at least, you know, the look of an area. Did that door close again? It may have. I'd like to see what's over here. Another tube. I have to see if this becomes like a major thing. This could become a major thing. See, you never know up front if it's going to be a major thing or if it's just going to be a bunch of stuff. Okay, yeah, before we go there, I vote we go back and check out that other area. How many people are here to vote? Well, there is just me. As far as I'm aware. One never knows. Didn't close completely. Let's take a look. Okay, this is the room we were just in. I can't sit in either of these chairs. One wonders, you know, what one might find. Oh dear. That looks a tad unfriendly. That looks just a hair unfriendly. And I think might be... Yes, I think that there's a chance that that might be something we do not want. But this is, I assume, the thing that leads... Why voluntarily? Why? Oh, they don't really touch. I mean, I've jumped into abysses before. This is a very large saw blade. I feel like... Now, I also think this might be the other end of that tube we saw earlier. There's only one way to find out, though, of course. And that's to just go through. This is that thing that's like, they show you the danger. Do you follow the danger? Will this activate if we enter? Why? Why would you voluntarily? Ah. Okay, yeah, here we are. That was fun. Is fun the right word? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure this is that same place. Yes. Yes, and up here is that other door, right? Yeah, okay. Cool. Got to go down a slide. That was fun. Only mildly harrowing. Good lord. I probably only went down it because I saw where it went. Because I'd already seen where it had gone, where it would go. Or where I thought it would go. And if I had not done that, I would have forever wondered. We can't have that. Oh, look at that. It's another house. And they're on... Oh. They're on pillars. And I wonder if those pillars are liftable because... Is above us the floor of where we were before? Did it collapse? Did it bring the houses down here? Are these the same houses? Are these different houses? We don't know. Same speakers look the same. That one's not doing too great. Unclear. Hi, Brax. Just doing weird stuff, trying to see if we can finish this game. This is the last level, I think. It says it's the last level. But I do have a degree of paranoia about me at all times, so... One can never tell. One can never be certain. If one is looking at what one thinks one is looking at. That's, an architectural choice. Interesting. Interesting. I really feel as though I'm not. I get that, if your city budget has in it the ability to hire an artist to try to create something new and interesting. I mean, there's definitely value in going for it, but I mean, I just don't know. I don't know if I get what the artist was going for here. I feel as though we may have misappropriated funds for this. So I would feel that this game would incite paranoia. Yeah. Yep. It's, easily could. So those are stairs leading to a higher place. And there is... this will be more easily traversable. Yeah. And all that added expense in lifting all those buildings. I know, right? It's like... There's so much. The structural engineer fees alone would be astronomical. It's like, what were they thinking? Where did the city get the budget for this? I don't understand. I suspect this may lead to the same area that leads to. Which is not a bad thing necessarily. We shall find out. Probably soon. That leads to another door. Before we try that, though, let us see if I'm right about this. Like, that's the question. Like, which thing looks like it's going to lead to a bigger thing, and then turn back to the other thing and try the smaller thing? That's generally been my process. Alright, that's enough weird humming for now. Oh! A tower! What every public pool needs. Many doors! Yes! Why? Why do we have so many doors? What are their purpose? I'm gonna come back there, maybe. There's another infinite abyss. But it's above us. I feel this is really just wasteful. Why do you need that? Okay. So, before I go spelunking down there, you never really know which thing is going to lead to two infinite abysses in this economy? Exactly the problem. What are they doing? I did wonder why. I did wonder why why on my city taxes they were showing, you know, an abyss charge, and now I know why. Hang on. Go prancing through here real quick. I must see where everything goes. I must. I have no choice. It's imperative. Yes, this is just another... Yeah, this is that other side of the thing. Okay, that's what I thought. And we can see that tower from there. This is another ladder down. See, and more sort of look like pipes down there. I suspect that's going to be the same level that door opens up to that we saw. That is my suspicion. But we are going to go through the door. Yeah. Just traipsing through. Nothing to see here. Just the strange elevated house project. Yep. There are the pipes. Here's an opening. Can't really see what's in there. What a surprise. Come on, ladder. There we go. Okay. Pipes. Is this how we heat the building? Don't know. Sleeping cubicle. Is this where the employees are supposed to sleep? Sleeping cubicle / crypt. Hard to say. There's another abyss! Ladders leading down into them. And that could be another abyss. Restroom. Yeah, and that's where the water is. I am gonna just check this abyss real quick to make sure it's up to code. Yeah, we're good. Nothing there. We have delightful sewer-looking gratings. That seems cool. This looks like an opening. Are these open? These might be open. Hard to tell. Like, what's where? One might consider going into them, or trying to. I don't know that... Hello? I hear air. Can one go into one of these? No. Okay. My comments to Parks and Rec Department about their aquatic and recreation hall. A little too abyssal. Just a few too many abysses. It's interesting. We haven't run into any of the same things, and we now have an easel here, and I'm concerned. I sort of dread what's going to be on there, if anything. But I must see. I must look. Is that Olaf in a bucket? No, I don't think so. I have not. I've not actually seen the films in question, but I know what you're talking about. Well. Oh no, it is a human. Well, it's a representation of a human. We've seen a lot of these sorts of things around. They're usually much bigger. But it's good to know it's being put to a productive use. This appears to be a still life. A lot of very detailed brushwork here, in fact. Bit more detailed even than the wall itself, strangely. They took some liberties, I see. They took a few liberties with this because they decided that's tiled, that wall is tiled, which it is not. So, something's going on. One wonders. I don't know. I fear... Are we entering into points of no return yet? Because there were more places we didn't explore. And I shall feel very put out if... Oh yeah, we're getting into escalators now. I think that before we get into escalators... Or do I really want to go all that way back and see those things? Of course. Also, I am a little concerned about this. See, this appears to be a tie... Okay, this is just silly. Like... Look, okay. This again is evidence that whoever put this together, perhaps, you know, studied a few things about human culture, but not very much. Human architecture, at least, and understands, and maybe saw a movie, because, or part of a movie, because, you know, they understand what it looks like when you push a grating away from a vent, and it lands on the floor in front of it, and they attempted to recreate that, but they did it in tile! I fear they don't understand humans terribly well. I feel as though that might be the case. Before I end up going too far... Too late. There were areas we did not check out that I fear we might be getting too far away from. No guarantee of that, of course, but the This all strikes me as a little bit of hurting, and I want to see if there's anything in those other spaces that looks interesting. I am here to enjoy and soak in the atmosphere, dang it. Strange as it is. So, like, going through this door... It led to things. But there, I kept getting the feeling we didn't look everywhere, you see? And, like, now knowing kind of how these things go, it is entirely possible that these things will wrap around. But I feel like I'd like the opportunity to see the connecting bits. Is it possible to sit here without plunging in? It is. We've been running a little bit. We deserve to rest. And once again, I know I do this every time, but no self! There is no self. No sense of self. Perhaps. Is there a me? I don't know. We keep going down these long... They've done quite a job here of putting together these places. It would make sense that the final level has a lot going on. Ooh, fancy chair. It's good to know that we can, in fact, sit in the fancy chair. With the sound of the running pipe above us. That's very relaxing. Is it? No. What's in here? More hallways. Hang on. Ah. Well. That is a sheep. Possibly a living sheep. Hey. How's it going? We haven't seen anyone in here, so this strikes me as significant. Welcome to Sheep Chat. Do you know what's going on here? Is this the community sheep? Are we, I mean, it's important to provide a community sheep at each at every rec center. I think that was in the city bylaws at some point. I'm not sure. I can't remember how many sheep get allocated to each community center, but like at least one. I wish we could pet the sheep. And go over here and get horribly bitten. Possibly. We can't join the sheep on the couch, probably. Hi. Hi. How's it going? Good sheep. You may ask yourself, why is my living room in a swimming pool? You may ask yourself, why the sheep? I have no answers to these questions. Okay, that sheep is judging us hard. Yeah, maybe. Best not to trust it. See, now I worry that this is a point of no return, because there's a sheep. We're interrupting its chill hours. Yeah, that's probably it. We didn't follow the guidelines where the sheep chill hours are very clearly posted. The sheep is toking so hard. Yeah, it really just was sort of in its own little world. We get to these points. We've now hit several. Holy crap! See, now this. We've hit several points of no return, or what I feel as though might be. Well, no, we've hit no points of no return, but we keep hitting these points where I'm like, it's going to be different from here on out, and then I'm never sure. It's interesting though. So, up until now, the human figures we've seen have been kind of all statues. So these could be statues, or hey, there's. Oh wait, and one flamingo. We got an error in production. May contain small amounts of swimming toys. That was an achievement that just popped up. Are these souls? They could be. They might be. I'm a little concerned that we're, every time I turn around, it's weird, because every time that I double back, I keep thinking, oh, I'm gonna miss a thing. And then I feel like I end up somewhere that, where I'm also in a place where I'm like, oh, we're gonna miss a thing. And there's a plunge down there. It might be fun to do that, but let's not. Because that would be a point of no return. This place is so big. We're trying not to take deliberate plunges, if we can possibly help it. And yes, that plunge may lead us back to where we were. I don't know. But basically, this is what happens when you put someone like me in a game where you have no control over when it saves. You don't get any save slots. You don't give me save slots. I will make my own. Damn it! Anyway, there's the sheep. We're going to studiously avoid it this time. Oh. Let me check a thing. Ah, yes, I need to mute something. Real quick. There we go. Okay, good. Back to this. Okay. Freaking sheep. How dare they? Did I go all the way down here? I can't remember. I did not, I don't think. Nope, this is just a wall. Okay. I haven't finished. Oh, holy crap. This too looks different. This is also oh, hey. How you doing? Not good. Who is winning? I think the other side is winning. So, I'm not inclined to be amongst them right now. That was interesting. I may come back. Probably will come back. That's that was on like the thumbnail of the level. So I feel as though that's important. Am I lost yet? Might be. Ah, yes. See, we were around here, and there were a lot of areas. I'm not sure where we came down a ladder to get down there. There's so much around here, and I don't know. I don't know if I've been here before. Have I? I have. Yes, we came through here. Tangentially, did you see there's a new revival of chess with Aaron Tveit, Lee Michelle, and Nick Holt that is opening next month? Really? New revival of chess. Like, are we speaking of the sport chess or a chess related drama? Chess the musical. I did not see that. I was not aware of that. Musical by Bjorn Ulvaeus and Tim Rice. Oh, Bjorn Ulvaeus of ABBA. Came out in 1986. Oh! Nominated for the 1986 Laurence Olivier Award for Best New Musical. I was unaware of this. I don't think. I think I was unaware of this. Cool. The character of the American Grandmaster was loosely based on Bobby Fischer. Wow. Although the protagonists were not intended to represent any real individuals. While elements of the story may have been inspired by the chess careers of Russian grandmasters Viktor Korchnoi and Anatoly Karpov. Interesting. Cool. I was unaware of that. The infamous musical written by Tim Rice that has never been completed because Tim Rice keeps trying to give it a happy ending and it only works as a not happy ending. Oh no! It's like the spiraling project that you're trying to find the ending of. I know what those are like. That's you know what that is, don't you? That's an abyss. Yeah, I think we came up here. So many songs are well known, but the whole thing is rarely performed. Yeah, that happens a lot with musicals after a number of generations. There are a lot of things. It's like songs that you've heard that are like they're like American songbook quote unquote standards or Broadway standards, and the thing is, until you look them up, might not know where they came from. And that at least was my experience for some time with, oh, hey. Okay. Well then. Okay. I think... Okay, I think that was everywhere to explore in here that doesn't go to that chessboard. Like one night in Bangkok, and I know him so well. I'd probably recognize it if I heard it. And it's been around since '86. It's got to be somewhere in the general consciousness of humanity. I just haven't gone there. I didn't check out this level though. Ah! I've been provided with a link, which I'll place on another... Hang on, let me find the window I want it to appear on. Great, okay. And I'll click that thing, and then I will immediately pause it so that it does not play right now, but I now have the tab. Excellent, thank you. I shall investigate. Oh yeah, no, this brought us right back up here. Wait a minute. Hang on. Was there... Am I... Might be. I have gone mad. That's alright, though. Happens to the best of us. Yes, no, I came through here. I don't actually know as well where that other goes. But I know I've been in this room before. I'm pretty sure I have. Because that is a thing that happens. We also go here and pause that. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you for that. All right. Back here. You know, this place has a lot of rooms. I don't know if you know this, but this place has a lot of rooms. Is this the sheep? No. This is not the sheep. I am starting to lose track of some things, which I know is a delight for everyone. As I sit here and try to remember where everything connects to. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. See, there were multiple ladders. Oh! See, this is also new. There's a star here. Strange. And darkness. And a bit of grunge. Is that the escalator? There were a set of escalators. I think this is the other end. Of an area that we abandoned. Not completely, but... Yeah, this looks... Let me see if this is what I... Yep, there it is. Okay, cool. That's where that painting is. Excellent, excellent. Cool, cool. Good to know. I remember doing this in the outside world once. Anyway. Probably not going to go swim in there. Unless there's like an opening that I can't see, which maybe there is. But, you know. Don't you? Huh. Water. Ah. We have another plunge. A shorter plunge. Interesting. This level has many things in it. I see now the folly of my desire to end everything so quickly. I do not know if we will be able to end this quickly or not. Now this is, yes, this is that larger chamber. But I don't know if we're actually gonna see much. I wonder what it would be like to play this without ADHD. You can check out somebody else's playthrough sometime. Sometime after I finish. Does he even remember where he was? Does he even remember where he was going? Does he have thoughts in his head? There are answers to these questions, but he does not know them. Not officially, anyway. That's the end of the escalator. A lot of circling around happening. Am I losing the plot? The answer is yes. See, I'm remembering a couple of places that I could have gone down ladders that I didn't go down ladders. See, that's what's featuring in my brain right now. And I'm having trouble remembering where they were. There's the door again. There's that space again. I don't know if I want to go all the way back to before this space, you know? I don't think we were presented... If we were presented with those choices before that space, I don't think... Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot going on here. There is a lot going on here. A lot I'm just uncertain of. Yeah. Because we had that, and that was like the last one I saw, and I went down it. Beyond that door. But I could swear there were like two others Where there were areas where there were ladders, and you would go down them, and there were pipes down there, and I did not go down there. And I am now wandering aimlessly. Perhaps trying to find those descents. So once again, there's the tower. Been in that room. I'm pretty sure. Have you? Have you been in that room? I think so. Ah! This, I think, was at least one of the areas. Maybe. Who the hell knows? I could be completely wrong. I could be going back down somewhere I came up. Nope, nope, this does not look familiar. Let's see what's behind this door. Pools. Amazing. More things that look like either crypts or sleeping cubicles. Perhaps they fulfill the function of both. I don't know. What's our water level looking like? More bright winders. Alright, time for me to crash. Just can't stay awake tonight. Have fun with your quiet horror. Yay! Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming by, Prax. I really appreciate it. Sleep well. I hope it goes well. I hope the crashing goes well. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Always happy to see you. But, folks, please go check out, by the way, the various stuff that Prax does on her channel. Because it's cool stuff. And should be looked at. Assuming I can type correctly. Nope. Let's try that one. Nope, I don't have that either. There's a way to do this. Oh, that's the command. There we go. I don't know how to stream. Or spell, apparently. You know, sooner or later I will get this right. There we go. Yay! I figured it out. Do go check out that channel. It's got awesome stuff on it. Been there, done that. Yeah. Sometimes the brain bits just don't brain the way I want them to. But thank you so much for coming by. Here we have entered another interesting area. Slides. There are so many areas here, you know? I don't know why I just hit the spacebar. Because the spacebar does nothing in this game. There is so much down here. One might say too much. Okay, and I think maybe this will lead back up to the other one. Because like I said, I saw two of them. This might lead back up to a familiar area. We'll find out in a moment. Yes. Maybe. Perhaps. Yes. Okay. Yep. This was the other one. Okay. Got it. Okay. Very cool. Glad I found that. Glad I found that route. We are going to proceed back now to where we need to go. We're going to go to the chessboard. We're heading to the chessboard, folks. Let me head down here real quick. Let's sit here in the creepy room with the houses though for a moment. I need to dive off for just a moment. I will be right back. Hello. I have returned. Right. Back through the way we need to go. Okay, good. I have now connected up those two places in my brain. I feel better. Now we can actually proceed to where the plot is, probably. And I think it's through here. If I recall correctly. I mean, for a given value of plot. My theory being that, of course, if they have stuff, they want you to see the stuff. Careful not to plunge into the abyss. many times have I said abyss? Probably too many. Over the course of this whole actual play series. Not actual play. I'm sorry, that's TTRPGs. Let's Play series. There we go. Live streams of this series of this game. I don't... the streams, they cross. I don't know what to call anything anymore. That's alright. Language evolves. The problem, of course, is they keep just putting abysses in front of me, so I can't not comment on them. You know that. It's impossible. We shall see where we are going, though. I don't think there's anything else over there. Yes, there's the easel. Good, good. We need less abyss and more depths, sunken ruins, and paradise. You know, it'd be nice if we had that. That would be great. But alas. Hey, unstable news. Once again, yeah, we have this painting, which is not entirely accurate. He took a few liberties. It's interesting. My theory being that there are things that they build that they want you to see. If they go to the trouble to build a thing, the more trouble they go to build a thing, the more they want you to see it. So, you know, the more likely you'll be to need to go to the place where the thing is that they want you to see. Oh, there's the star. And there's a plunge. Okay. So not that. Probably. I mean, I could just go down there and check, I suppose. I think you just described the issue with water parks and roller coasters. Mayhap! It's like, there's a place. You're supposed to go there. You know what? It's a short plunge. Ah, yes. Yes. Here we are. This is much closer to where we wanted to be. There's a weird thing in the floor where it feels like we change elevation sometimes. I don't know. It was through kind of, there was like a corner we went through. Here we go. There we are. Here we have the couch. Complete with community sheep. Got my eye on you. You only hear the noise. There's this rumbling that I'm only hearing as I look at the sheep. It's funny. How strange. What's your game? All right, we'll let you be chill. It's fine. The community sheep is on the community. Actually, I'm realizing that how terrible that sounds. The community pet. No. Sorry. Sorry. The community center's pet sheep. Best I can do. Okay. Let's go up some stairs, shall we? So here, once again, we have this thing carrying figures. And actually, we now kind of know where they're being carried. I think this might also lead to a plunge, now that I'm thinking about it. But it's a plunge I'm willing to take. Yeah, this also leads to a plunge, but we'll see where it goes. Huh. I hadn't noticed that grate before. There's a door. Here we go. Surely this was not the only way here. No, we came through here. Okay, yes. All right. There's more stuff. Okay. It's fine. But where we really wanted to get back to was here. Here we are. We're about to see some really big statues with horrified expressions on their faces, just so you're aware. Like that one. Are you winning? Who is winning? We don't know. I'm a little worried to step out here. That's another kind of abyss down there. More abyss down there. But there's stuff down there. Like architecture down there. Not entirely sure. I don't know what happens, if anything's going to happen when we step onto the chessboard. But you can't really tell that expression very well, but it looks like black is winning. Just from the expressions. I think it's fairly early. In this game. Although everyone is kind of forlorn. Because, newsflash, it's not fun being a chess piece. Well, we have to go over to that white side eventually. Hey, how's it going? Like they're being swallowed up. Really strange. Are they getting ready to take a piece? They're moving their own pieces. It's an abyss. All right. Hey, how's it going? Yeah. Let's go here. Okay. Well, there's that. Now we shall proceed to see what else do we have here. I'm sure that was supposed to be symbolizing something. Like, I guess that's an interesting question. Okay, if we think about this, if this is supposed to represent hell or heaven or a place between the two, maybe, that would explain a great deal. Oh, I need to hit that button over there. Okay, good. Every now and then I keep the stream up on another screen so I can see if anything goes wrong. It's been kind of freezing up a little bit. I hit the button and it's fine. so far. Right, yes, good. I will not be getting an achievement for going into all the pools. I don't know if that is an achievement you get, but I will not be getting it because I have not been doing that. So it's possible this is sort of a purgatory. That, I think, is the implication I'm getting from those, from that tableau we just passed through, the chessboard tableau. Ah! Gallery. This is a storm at sea with... I don't automatically know what flag that is. I'm having a little trouble making it out, but it's alright. Could be. I'm not even going to venture a guess right now. Ah, here we have... something around the corner on possibly one of the levels we've been through already, but we've been through a couple of places in this place that look like this, except, you know, without the hidden figure. We worry about this. It's different from all the others, of course. We go into the painting. This is not the night gallery. I wonder if these are known paintings, any of these, and I'm just not recognizing them. It's very cool. The skull with an hourglass. Very much a kind of a... With this painting, at least, you know, this plant that might be withering. A moth. Interesting. Interesting. Something kind of a... I was going to say kind of a death motif or a time is running out motif, but hard to say. We have this drawing, which is of someone happily standing on a beach with the sun shining and a ship. Yeah. You feel Prax might know their paintings. You certainly don't. Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, Prax probably would, but alas, I think she's gone to bed. But that's all right, because people need to sleep, apparently. That's what I am told. This is what I've heard, at least, about people. That sleeping is a thing. That's what they tell me, anyway. But I have tried to sit in, like, all the chairs. And rest. And then look at my lack of self. And then be horrified and stand up again. This is a thief. Sleep is a requirement? No one told me. I know, right? They don't tell you these things. But apparently you're supposed to. Had to find out for myself. Yes. Very nice kind of landscape. There is what I think that's interesting. So at first thing you see here is there are two people in sort of next to this little road. But then there is a third person, I think, who might be sitting in the middle of the road a little further down, just sort of where it starts entering the forest. Unfortunately, and I can't jump up to look to get more detailed. That's interesting. Interesting. There are things ahead. You know, there are bits of this that are reminding me of sort of the Maze puzzle book that I had a long time ago. Or actually, I still have it, but it's from the 80s. This looks kind of familiar. Or maybe these are supposed to look familiar. But we're not certain. I think, are the people in the cart nobles? On the horse nobles? There may be a thing about class being said here. Interesting. A duck! We haven't seen a duck in a while. And this perspective makes the ducks look much smaller than they actually are. That is a very large chair. Let me see. That is... So this is one of the steam rooms. And that is a cat. It's kind of hanging out in the steam room, which is... I don't know that a cat would find that comfortable, especially not one with fur. Are we meant to have Lewis Carroll vibes here? Not sure. It's just someone's imposed a cat on top of the steam room. I wonder if this cat belongs to one of the developers. Here we have a very large chair next to a picture of a smaller chair with interesting reflections in the waters nearby. And I don't know if that's a signature or if that's meant to be something else. A being. And there's a duck up there hiding behind a pillar. This might be a specific place we've been. I don't think we're going to be able to sit in this chair. We are not. Ooh. I don't exactly have megalophobia, but it's like there are things that I kind of on the edge of it. Also a strange fascination with things like this. If these things were in the water, I'd be having more trouble. But I haven't actually... It's an interesting thing where they've sometimes had things sort of... It's interesting how they keep the very large statues not right in the water. Usually maybe like above it sometimes. But for the most part, not in the water. And we don't really go under the water very much. It's really more under the water. And I have trouble with that. Anyone who wants to go back and watch my playthrough of, what's it called? Started with an A, I think. It was a... It was a specific thing. Where we that I took a couple of sessions to play. And of course I can't remember off the top of my head what it was called anymore. But and not like I need to spend this much time looking for it, but it's just I want to remember Abzu, because it was an unusual name. Abzu. Anyone who wants to go and see my go to my YouTube and see my playthrough of Abzu will see that we'll get to see my issues with at least mild megalohydrothalassophobia. I see giant things underwater. But I'm not having as much trouble with the giant things in this game. This is the sun. Perhaps. Behind a cloud? Behind an ice shelf. Not sure which. If either. Behind an ocean. It's probably the ocean. Is that Garfield and Heathcliff? Is that what this is? Or no, it might, no, the eyes are a little, I'm seeing some eyes. No, it's a little more, not quite, no, it's not right. That's not right. Or it could just be the style. Two different types of cats. Standing atop a ladder. Looking into a bright portal. With tile all over the tile of the pools all around. Cats again. Here is nothing. Apparently. Just trailing off there. There's another duck. And what is this? Lizzie 3? Is that what that says? Uncertain. It's superimposed with this image of the water droplet, but there's also a face there, I think. They've done a lot of layering. Nothing. Were you troubled that there was nothing in this frame? Or was there something else going on? This being, perhaps bird-like, or perhaps wearing a mask, at least in part, seems to look a little bit like the tiles. If you can note the place between the space between the torso and the arm, it looks like the entrance to a hallway in this very large, Eldritch YMCA. Why hide the sun behind a notion? Jim, I fear Tuesday is seeping into your thoughts, and I approve. It might just be. On Tuesday nights, we play Lords of Gossamer and Shadow, which is a reality hopping game that's kind of a spiritual successor to Amber Diceless. And I've been working out so many spells for that game. My character's a sorcerer, so I of course, that means I have double the work to a certain extent. If I want to take, they do say you can just hand wave some of this if you want to, but if your GM agrees, but yeah, no, I've just been delightfully diving in and creating a number of spells because I can't seem to stop myself. Don't know how many I'll be able to use in the game, but we'll see. Perhaps we've reached the end of the gallery. Ah, I see. Nope. Are Amber spells compatible? Yes, sorcery is essentially the same power. They're constructed of, in that game, in Lords of Gossamer and Shadow, you get 4 micro spells that you can kind of construct them out of. I haven't done a one-to-one comparison. I haven't looked back at the Amber spells again to see if they're like you get like 15 to start with, basic spells. I think it's 15. I can't remember clearly right now, but you get a number of them to start with. He says happily chatting about this so that he doesn't have to look at these paintings that all seem to be the same painting. This is either a sort of a ghost face type thing or it's something else. Don't know. But yes, that's it's basically the same power. I don't know. It's like somebody. It could be a face, or it could be someone leaning over, or it's not clear. It's They're doing. I don't know what that yoga move is called, but I know what it is. I recognize it now. It's that thing where you bend over backwards, hands and feet on the floor, chest up toward the ceiling. That's what that is, I think. Probably an expression of horror, but I can't really read it very well. It's a little dark. They may have run out of... The electricity budget may be running a little low now. Bridging? That could be it. I cannot remember, alas. But I think that's what they're doing. I think. Water. These, I think, are all the same. They don't look different from each other in any way that I can tell just at a glance. Here we have a painting of a large hand reaching forward in a claw-like fashion. A child offering up what looks like some kind of flower. I'm not sure what kind of flower. It's hard to tell. And I'm hearing things. I'm hearing things again. Here we are again. Sounds almost like a train passing in like the subway. Sounds kind of like that. There are mechanisms all over this place that we do not see. We established that. This looks like a subway station, kind of. There's a bed on the tracks! Oh no! That's not good. Are we going to go for an achievement? I don't know if there is an achievement for sitting in all the chairs. There are probably chairs I've missed. But here we have the idea of a subway station. Or an underground station, depending on which side of the room you're standing. It's fascinating. I worry for anyone who tries to take a nap on the tracks. The moment you sit down is when the train passes. I get the middle one. One can never be sure. It passes down whenever you... I really love the sound work in this game. It's very reactive. Oh, nothing. Or it feels very reactive. Yes. Yes, once again, I don't know if one gets any good perspectives from sitting in each of these chairs. But darn it. I've kind of lost track of whether or not I've sat in every chair or not, but I'm trying to sit in every chair. Because it amuses me. That's the only reason. I don't think the train's coming. Imagine a community recreation center so large. It has to have its own private subway. Ah, there they are. I was right. The picture of that statue. Interesting. And, oh, okay, yes, it's an elongated face, crying out in horror. Yes, there we are. It is kind of a ghost face-like thing. More pools. Almost as though that's the title of the game. Are you about to be presented with another choice? No. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Ah! Well, now I'm concerned. They said there were no monsters. That is a pillar of, organic material. Train's not on time, so it's going to have a difficult time when it comes to election season. Yes, because that... Oh... There's so many things I could say right now. But yeah, it's a thing. See, I'm concerned now. This is the first time they've actually showed anything organic aside from the sheep. It seems to be pulsating more up here. Or the higher we get. I'm very concerned. Why do we have this? And who paid to install it? Are we about to look out on whatever it is? Nope, that's a different thing. Yeah. Oh, that was delightful. Just going to need to contemplate what we've just seen. That was a pulsing thing. Possibly made of flesh. Stitched together flesh, looked like. Muscle groups. Could have been made of fat. Actually, I'm not sure what it was made of. But it was made of what looked like organic material. And, troubling. Yeah. Looked like tallow or chicken fat. Yeah, might actually be. As though, like... Why do you have that? What function could it possibly serve? It's pulsing, so it's doing something. Does it run everything? Does it keep the trains running on time? I recently watched a playthrough of a game that is not this one, but is of the same sort of ilk. And as you get further in, more organic stuff starts showing up. One wonders. No, because trains aren't running on time. Yeah, that's true. They're not running on time, so. That is what the people want, right? Yeah. Hard to say what's happening. And I was just wondering how much. Oh, great. Are you? Wait. 4 on top, 3 on the bottom. I'm wondering if this is the exit. Okay. Are they just going to drop us? Don't know if this is the exit, but it's a ladder. There's one ladder we went, but we couldn't climb up. I mean, the temptation is right there. It is a comfy chair. I'm so glad it made the sound of a comfy chair. You need a comfy chair after an ordeal. Oh, we seem to be higher up. Yeah, the 4 on top, 3 on the bottom thing. That's a picture that or an image that was drawn earlier in a previous level on a wall. Hey, that was a hand. Hmm. I know of a researcher who designed a treadmill which wasn't a full track, but it would move the platforms to be underfoot when the foot would touch the track. Apparently, the test subjects had difficulty trusting the platforms were going to be in place at the correct time. I can't imagine why. This looks familiar. I think we saw another room like this a while back, maybe on the first level. It's not this room, but here. I wonder what that is. Very loud lights. The researcher was studying kinematics. Huh. Interesting. You have to remind me what kinematics entail. But part of my brain is telling me it's a thing, but I'm not sure I'm right, and I need to look it up. Ah! Caution! Okay. Are you sure we can't go in there and plunge to our death? Oh, darn. I mean, we're probably already dead, but, you know. It's the study of how we move. Okay, cool. Right. Interesting. And apparently we move without trust. Or we don't move without trust, actually. That's, I guess, the conclusion that they could have come to. Or a conclusion they could have come to. Hmm. Interesting. Things get so dark in these tunnels. A sinister chord is playing. Ah. Is this what it looked like at the beginning of the level? I can't remember anymore. Like how we find robotic movements very weird because when we walk or run, we're actually always falling, but moving our feet to prevent from hitting the ground, as opposed to robots, which move keeping their center of mass above the base all of the time. Ah! Yeah. I can see that. We are creatures of self-preservation. And robots wouldn't have that. Well, not yet, anyway. Hmm. Ah! Wait a minute. Oh, there's a person. It's not a person. It's a group of people. Okay. Oh no. I got turned around. Yes, but our motion is unstable. It's akin to how a fighter jet flies as opposed to a civilian jumbo jet. Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. Wait a minute. I feel like there are more of these appearing as we... Let's go here. Here we have a couple of ducks, well-dressed ducks, seated before this table with hands that look like human hands coming down onto the things here. There's an easel on the left and, of course, the sculpture in the middle. Interesting. Are things changing when we don't look at them? Yes. Whoa. The chess pieces. I may have cut myself off. Direction changes no matter where we go. Hello. There's a table. We have rested what appears to be a camera on the table. Maybe? Who knows? And we're fading out. We're coming back from a TV set now. Anatomy? Ah! Fools. Guess that's the end. Interesting. Chapter number 6 completed. Interesting. Did we find the exit? Is that what happened? Strange game. Interesting game. Grabbed a few sound effects that are sort of more sourced from other places that have licenses for it. Interesting. Yeah. A lot of this was sort of free assets. There we are. Oh no! Curse you! There's another one! There's the number 0. I don't know if this is a thing we should be doing right now. We've apparently unlocked a number 0. I'm gonna check something before I do anything. Pools game. How long is level 0? I don't know. I don't know if I want to do this right now. This is chapter 0. Hang on. Chapter 0, a brand new level. A brand new free level is now available. The free content update is our way of saying thank you. And a free VR update. Have fun playing Chapter 0 and don't get lost. Waiting for you to explore. I suspect that I don't know that it'll be as long as this chapter was. For me, anyway. But I think this is something I'm going to want to tackle separately. So, there's more. There's more than we thought. Curses! There's a little dot here. I don't know if that means anything. Visuals, yes. There's something new that I haven't done anything with. Contrast, exposure, saturation, white balance, temperature, white balance, tint. Ah! So if we want to go back through it and we want to adjust the lighting now, we can, which we could not do before. I think, probably. Makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. So, yeah, as it turns out, yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and bookmark it here. We are not, in fact, going to be finishing pools. Tonight. We have one more. We do have a chapter 0, a bonus chapter, which I think I shall do separately. Because I don't know how long it's going to take. And I need to recharge my batteries for this. I did this 2 nights back to back. We could always just see if we can discover the identity of the man who blinks upside down. That is a different game. And actually, we have figured that out, actually. I don't know if you saw the last play session I did of that, but we found his brother. and it was revealed who that is. I'm probably going to be doing that next. I'll probably switch back to that before I come back to do chapter 0 here. I didn't know there was a chapter 0. But from the look of things, again, anytime that I see, and I was just sort of Googling a moment ago, I think I missed that. I need to go watch that VOD. Yeah, it's I think the VOD should still be up there. Yeah, it definitely would be at this point. On Twitch, not on YouTube yet. But where am I? Digressing. I think that anytime as I'm Googling, and I see where it says the amount of time it takes to play a thing, I always, for myself, I multiply by like 3 or 4 because I know I have to explore everything. That's just the way my brain works. So that's probably going to happen this time. So it'll be probably like, I say, oh, you can do this in 20 minutes. Okay, so an hour. Okay, good to know. So I will come back to this. I'm probably going to hop over to Heroine's Quest again before that, so that'll be in there. It's a good question. We'll see. We'll see how things go. I've enjoyed this. As far as the main body of the game goes, I enjoyed it quite a bit. Interesting. And interesting little things that they're trying to do with it. And I think it's good that they don't explain anything. Much better to hint at these things than to actually give a definitive answer. So for things like this, I think it was very cool. I think that aspect was very cool. Was not quite so pleased at the pillar of organic material, but you know, this thing happens. I'm amazed I got through most of the game without seeing something like that. But that's okay. Let's see. What do I have happening? Today is Friday. I'm just gonna... I've had things a lot going on, and I just, I'm at a point that I'm sort of losing track of what day it is sometimes. We'll get back to knowing what day it is. It's just I've been hit with a lot lately, and it's probably going to only going to keep going. We'll see how things go. But right now it's Friday, so on Tuesday, as has been alluded to previously, and we are going back to our game of Lords of Gossamer and Shadow. We'll be playing that. And in the meantime, from time to time, I'll be playing either this or Heroine's Quest, possibly other games. We'll see. I'm going to come back at least to this to do Chapter 0. I will do, I will probably, like I said, go to Heroine's Quest first before I come back to this. Just to catch up more on that. You might want to look up the game The Forgotten City if you liked this. Okay, I'll take a look at that. Because why not? Why not indeed? Why indeed not? The Forgotten City video game. I will see. I will see what that is. Let's see. Yes, that's all I've got going on here right now. I may have other stuff happening in the future. We'll see. We'll see. I will let you know when we get closer to that future. In the meantime, though, folks, thank you all very much for watching. I very much appreciate it. It was very, very cool of you folks to hang out. I appreciate it. It's an interesting game. Strange game. A little less comfy than a lot of the games that I play, but that's okay. I don't tend to get into horror games, full-on horror games, but, you know, I like thrillers. So, you know, sort of psychological thrillers. And this is interesting. There's something intriguing about these kinds of games. I'm not sure what, but there is a thing. So I think that's going to be... I think that'll be about it for now. I think that's everything. Is that everything? Is that everything? That's most of it. More in the near future. In the meantime, thank you all very much for watching. Take care, and I will see you all of a sudden.